Hey, I wanted to do this um, about Bill Cosby. Well, I watched Razorfist video on it, and it was very well done. I'm going to tell you why I personally believe he did nothing wrong, and that he should never have been put in prison. Is yeah, the original prosecutor, did as Razorfist said, he investigated the original accuser's claims and found no merit to it. So he had no case. And because of that, there's two reasons why the deposition was illegal. One was his Fifth Amendment rights were not protected, and two, he was never sworn in. And you cannot do a deposition if the person is not sworn in. So he and his lawyers realized they needed to protect him, so they secretly recorded the entire thing, which shows the fact that he was never sworn in for this deposition. And here's the thing: he never gave these women, rape drug. He gave them quaaludes, which to know anything about quaaludes is to realize that in the 70s they were a party drug. People in the 60s, 70s were doing so many drugs to partying and having. We're talking a lot of sex. They took drugs, and one of them was quaaludes. They popped these things like they were Tic Tacs, and they enhance sex. That's what they were for. So he said, I gave women quaaludes, and then we had sex. He never said that he forced himself on these women, and so that's part that and unlike Harvey Weinstein, you had evidence against Harvey. In his trial, four women were accused, and I think he stood trial his first time for four women, and two of them were outright dismissed because during cross examination, one of them being his former girlfriend, the problem was there was a letter she wrote about the time that she claims that he raped her. She wrote this letter thanking him. And the other one also was discredited by the defense. They did a good job exposing the liars, but the other two women he was convicted on because the evidence was there. And he's going to be going to LA to stand trial there for others. But there was video evidence, and so this whole thing against Bill Cosby, there was nothing. Accusations are not evidence, and like saying that 60 women came forward. Oh my God, there's so many of them. But the problem is, they all had the same thing as the original accuser. He gave me something to drink, and I passed out. Okay, that sounded, and they just went on talking. It's like, and it just sounded like very manufactured. Didn't really was not much behind what they were saying. When you've actually ever listened to someone who has been a victim of a sex abuse crime, it's not the most comfortable thing to talk about what happened to you. You don't tend to want to go into details about what happened. You don't want to talk about it, like with Corey Haim. When Corey Feldman tried to get him to admit that he was molested while on the set of Lucas and tell him who it was, he didn't want to talk about it. That's why he was doing drugs. And if of all the women that accused Harvey Weinstein, the one that, if you looked at her behavior and it has to do with Gwyneth Paltrow, and you can thank Brad Pitt because he sent Gwyneth Paltrow to Harvey Weinstein as a favor. I'm not joking. They were dating at the time, and when she was up there accepting the award, when she had to thank Harvey, you could tell by she just got very uncomfortable and seemed like she wanted to run away, which seemed like why would somebody feel that way about thinking somebody who helped them unless something went on. I'm just saying her behavior, her body language and everything, and the way that she seemed hesitant to, like she was being forced to thank Harvey Weinstein. There's and I think she did come forward and say that he did rape her. Well, her body language looked like, wow, she did not want to even say anything towards him. Now, there's a difference. Harvey, there's evidence. With Bill Cosby, you have accusations. Accusations are not evidence. The deposition, like I said, was illegal, so it should never have been. Should never have been allowed at his trial. In his original, like Razorfist said, the defense basically proved that these women were not telling the truth. The two women that testified, and another thing was, yeah, turns out that the prosecution had not actually filed this in time, as Tom Mesereau has said. Um, so yeah, this should never have gone forward. And plus, the reason the prosecution made that deal was he had no evidence of a crime. And without that, you can't proceed with the trial. So that's why he made the deal with Bill Cosby. So there was no trial that should have ever happened. And there was the mistrial. I mean, they threw the first one out. Then you had, the second one should never have happened. You go watch Razorfist's video for, he puts a lot of key points in there. But like I said, the deposition was illegal. It was not admissible in court. And yet, even the prosecutor, this was another thing, that when he testified in court during this rape trial, he told the judge on the stand, he told everybody that Bill Cosby was never sworn into for that deposition. Which means it was illegal for them to even proceed. And him saying he gave women Quaaludes is not a rape drug. It was used to enhance the sexual pleasure. It was a party drug. Everybody was taking it back in the day. And so, yeah, and Bill Cosby did not take a plea deal. Here's another thing that tells you that he's innocent. He did the deposition. He had nothing to hide. Telling these people he gave Quaaludes is not a rape drug. Like I said. And it was, and for the judge to basically, this piece of shit judge and prosecutor who knew, by the way, that was not admissible and it was sealed away. But to sit there and, oh God, it was such fucking shit. The way that they treated his wife. I feel bad for Bill Cosby. I feel bad for his wife. I feel bad for his whole family. And, for her to have to be dragged into this, it sucks. It sucks what these people did to Bill Cosby, these 60 lying women, because all 5 of the women that testified were absolutely discredited on the stand by Tom Mesereau, the same one who proved and vindicated Michael Jackson at his trial in 2005. This should never have happened. You talk about what happened to Derek Chauvin, and he was railroaded. This was such a railroad job because of the stupid hysteria with the Me Too thing. It should never have gone forward. It angers me when people, the whole take women at their word. Oh, trust all, believe all women has been such a fucking lie. Women, not all women lie, like I've said before, but a whole lot of women have lied. Oh, okay. Remember the Duke lacrosse team? The stripper lied and was proven. The police, during every time they brought her in, her story changed and they finally figured out that she was lying. Vindicating these men, but did anybody care their coach got fired? Then there was the 2 guys who had a 3-way with that chick who lied and said they raped her because she didn't want to let some quarterback, some football player know that she was, that she had a 3-way. There was this mattress girl. The mattress girl saga. Like I said, go watch Sargon of Akkad's video on it. Basically, this woman wanted the guy didn't want a relationship. He just wanted sex, and that was it. She knew this. She told him she loved him. He didn't call her back but then she accused him of rape and then brought her friend, then contacted him and wanted to bring her friends to a party he was at. After she accused the man of rape and he sued the university and won, and then there was a guy who went to a party, got drunk, his girlfriend didn't take him back. He ended up being brought back to his dorm by a friend of hers, and she then texts people what she's about to do to this guy while he's passed out drunk. And basically, she rapes this man. She's telling people, she's texting them, I'm doing a terrible thing. And then she goes and cries at the university and says, he raped me. When his girlfriend, him, and other people that she had been texting, when this kangaroo court, thanks to fucking Obama, oh yeah, thanks Obama, this kangaroo court, they admitted there's no way he could have given consent to have sex with her yet. They kick him out of the university and call him a rapist. And when his girlfriend and all these other people that the piece of shit had text and everything came forward, the woman in charge of this actually said, I don't give a shit about your evidence. He's a rapist. He sues Claremont University and he fucking wins in court. Then there's the guy in Australia who stopped to help a woman fix her car, get her car started. He does it, then he leaves. She goes and cries to the police that she was raped. He gets arrested, thrown in jail. I think it was 2 years. They finally get the hands on she didn't know there was a camera. It was record the whole thing. When they looked at it, they knew he didn't do it. And what did he say in the 60 Minutes interview, the Australian one? He will never stop and help another person. She wrecked his ability to trust people ever again. Yeah. Then there was the USC football player who had his life wrecked by a woman who accused him of rape, and it turned out they threw him out. I think he got kicked out of school. He sued, and it turned around he didn't do it. Then there's the guy in I think it was England who went to prison after having he engaged with a woman on Facebook, and later on she went to police and claimed she had been raped by him. And during his trial, she presented her Facebook messages, and the judge he was convicted. Judge called him a monster. He went to prison while his sister-in-law showed up to talk to him. The guy next to him, who happened to be his cellmate, overheard and later told him that you can retrieve all Facebook messages. And his sister-in-law didn't know when he wasn't tech savvy, was able to recover them and go to the prosecutor. They then proceeded to the judge, showed all the text messages that were not in. Here's the thing, she had edited them in such a way to make him sound like not only did he rape her, but that he apologized for it. But when the full, undoctored Facebook, it proved not only did he not do it, that she had fabricated it. Then there was, of course, Rolling Stone article. Now, oh yeah, where Jane Doe claimed she went and got raped went to a rape party at this fraternity. I'm going to say I congratulate the university for not interfering and waiting for all facts. And what we found out from a male reporter who actually investigated, the woman's a compulsive liar. She could not be trusted, and the female reporter had to admit on CNN, oh, I never really looked into the claims or anything. I just took her at her word. Not only were they vindicated, they sued Rolling Stone, and they fucking won. Here's another one. It was in England again. I can't remember where I saw this, but there was a woman, apparently she was a serial, where she accused multiple men of raping her. When they finally figured out what was happening, she got arrested. None of these men she accused of raping her ever raped her, and I think the judge, I read the thing, I was surprised, and I think the judge called her a psychopath, and I'm pretty sure he gave her life in prison. I could be wrong about that, but he thought that she was a threat to society. Now, see, things like that are why real women who get raped tend to never come forward, because of the lies. Now, let's get back to Bill Cosby. I've given you examples of why the whole rape thing, women use it as a weapon. In this case, I don't believe any of them. It's just the way that they told what happened was too calm. There was no. If you've ever seen a actual rape victim, or someone who's been molested, when they're testifying, they don't. It's not something they enjoy talking about. They tend to not really want to go into details. It's hard for them to talk about because nobody wants to remember their own abuse. But when you're calmly like these damn 60 women were, how can you believe them? Oh yes, 60 women is not guilt. Evidence matters. Women saying that they were raped is not proof of rape. We have a legal system. You have to show facts. Women saying they were raped is not a fucking crime. It's called show me the evidence. Because saying you were raped is not grounds for someone going to prison for a crime they didn't commit. And here's another thing that says Bill Cosby was innocent was while he was in prison. Did you know this? That they were doing everything to try to give him a chance to get out of prison early by saying, "Oh, go through these sex offender rehab, do these things." Admit, they wanted him to admit something he didn't do. He said, "I will do the 10. I'd rather do the 10 years than to admit something I didn't do." Yeah, and he never settled that lawsuit. Like the lawsuit that he had, that he did that deposition, it turns out his insurance company, IAG, his insurance company settled with the two women. He never actually settled. He wouldn't do it. He stood there and said, "Why would I settle for something I didn't do?" He's always maintained his innocence. These women could not bring any evidence. Saying that it happened is not evidence. And the 5 women, including fucking Angie Dickinson, were fucking wrecked on the stand and proved that they fabricated the fucking shit. And that's what really is annoying about all this. Is that an innocent man went to prison. All these fucking people. Oh my God, I can't believe they lit this on a technicality. Technicality my ass, you motherfuckers. None of you bothered to follow the case or read what really happened to this man. And this is why so many innocent men have been in prison for fucking false rape. Being in prison for false rape. Because women will fucking use it and lie about having sex. Women have done it for a long time. There have been so many fucking innocent men released from prison because they didn't commit the fucking crime. And you all want to sit there, "Oh my God, I can't believe this monster is free." And try to compare him to Harvey Weinstein. You can fuck off on that. This is why our system's fucked up. You people are fucking jump on the mob train. "Oh my God, Bill, I can't believe they let him out of prison." Clutch your fake fucking pearls and act like he did it when you don't even know the facts in the fucking case. It should never have gone to trial. He did not rape these women. 60 women is over exaggeration. Most rapists don't even commit that many. And the fact that he wouldn't take a plea deal, he'd rather do the 10 years in prison than he'd rather spend 10 years in prison than to admit to a crime he didn't fucking commit. That's pretty damn solid innocence. And look at the man. Why would he need to force himself on any women? Why would he need to drug them? There were so many women that wanted to sleep with him to begin with. He's like Mick Jagger. Or David Bowie, or Steven Tyler, or any fucking person who's up here. We're talking famous that, oh my God, women want to throw themselves at. Do you think when they see Denzel Washington, there aren't women going, "Oh my God, I want to sleep with you, Denzel, I love you"? They do the same thing to Bill Cosby. And then these women, some of them, they thought he would help their career, and it turned out he doesn't have that power. Sorry, women, you slept with him, you took the Quaaludes, and then you wanted years later when, one woman came forward, and thanks to that shitbag piece of motherfucking shit, Hannibal Buress, you fuck off. You fucking hack. Saying, "Oh, Bill Cosby's a rapist," and then it happened. The original accuser, no evidence, which means she fabricated the whole thing. Angie Dickinson, proven on the stand she's a fucking liar. And that goes to all the others. Because if they, oh, trust me, if they all testified, Tom Mesereau would have destroyed every one of these fucking 60 fucking lying women on the stand. That's how good of a lawyer he is. He fucking destroyed the prosecution's case in Michael Jackson's lawsuit, not his lawsuit, but in his trial, and he did the same thing to prove that Bill Cosby didn't rape these fucking cunts. I don't care. You fucking lie. Women do it way too much. And you want to know another thing? Here's another problem with it. They use it. It's a power move. Women do it to gain power. Oh, if you don't do what I think, I'll accuse you of rape. And that's the problem with the whole rape culture. Is that it's being weaponized on people who didn't rape anyone. And it needs to stop. Women need to be held accountable when they're proven they fucking lied about it. It needs to happen. Women need to know that they can go to prison if they fucking lie about rape. Because it destroys men's lives. Innocent men go to prison, innocent men get accused of, and they don't do it. And you know what's really fucking sick is the real rapists love the fact that you're doing this because then the real victim don't want to come forward because you fucking lying bitches. Not because Bill Cosby got released from prison, because you fucking bitches go out there and you fucking tell these lying stories, and then when the truth finally comes out, oh my God. No women who gets raped they see this shit and they realize, oh my God, I ain't gonna fucking, if it happens, I ain't gonna say shit. The fuck all of you. Fuck the prosecutor. Fuck the judge. Thank you, Pennsylvania Supreme Court, for doing the right thing, for freeing Bill Cosby. And fuck anybody who thought he did it. Fuck all of you. He was an innocent fucking man who didn't deserve to go to prison. He shouldn't have been tried for this shit. And it was factually proven these women fucking lied. That's why when I hear this shit, believe all women, I say go fuck yourself. I didn't believe a lot of the women in Hollywood that made the claim that Harvey, I believe facts. I'm sick of this fucking, we gotta believe all, and you know something, for the Me Too thing, you got a taste of what you deserve, because guess what? The Tara Reid thing, I found it hilarious how it blew up it blew up. Because all those women that were all for Brett Kavanaugh raped Blasey Ford when she fucking was proven to be a compulsive liar. Oh, I love how when Tara Reid came forward, oh my God, we believe he did it, but we're voting for Joe Biden. The kitty sniffer, the sexual assaulter of preteen girls, the pedophile. But yeah. You want to believe Bill Cosby did it, but yet you put the fucking guy, you don't even want to prove that whether Tara Reid was raped or not by Joe Biden. But you'll vote for a guy who's been accused of it, just like when Bill Clinton was. I love your inconsistency, women. I love how you'll defend a Democrat who's accused of it, and then you'll throw someone like Bill Cosby under the bus and say, oh, well, too bad. Or all those innocent men that have been released from prison. Or you'll throw Michael Jackson under the bus and go, oh, he raped those kids when it was never proven. Ugh, it's sick and disgusting the lies people will say. All because he was a powerful, rich man. And they saw an opportunity to take this guy's, how nice Bill Cosby is. He's, it's just disgusting. Fuck all of you people that lied about him. Fuck all those women, because they all garbage and they liars and should be prosecuted for fucking lying about Bill Cosby. Real rape victims don't come forward because of this shit. And for all you idiots that believe, oh, these 60 women, they all told the same horseshit story. And when five of these same bitches on the stand get destroyed by Tom Mesereau and proven that they fucking lied, it says every 61 of them. Because it started with Angie Dickinson, they all literally told the same fucking repeated story. He gave me something to drink, I passed out. She was a liar, and so are all of you. And guess what, bitches? Razor Fist was right. So were all the people that stood by Bill Cosby. like Felicia Rashard. You want to know why people are loyal to someone like Bill Cosby? Because he's a nice guy who takes care of people. He did not need to rape any women, and yeah, like I said, like Razor Fist has said, and instead of going, oh my god, I can't believe I had to inform people he was innocent on Twitter. I had to tell him that first of all, the deposition was illegally obtained because he was never sworn in, and I forgot to mention about the fact that it violated his Fifth Amendment rights to not incriminate, and he didn't incriminate himself. Quaaludes are not a rape drug. In fact, they are. And they're so good. Oh, Jesus Christ, do they actually work? Oh, yeah, they've been illegal, but people still get them. Oh, man. Wow, I can remember when that worked. Oh, yeah, they work really well. They're so good, I can tell you how well Quaaludes really work during sex. I mean, but I'm not going to get in that because, I don't want YouTube taking this video down. But yeah, they do not. They do exactly. They act. You take it, then you start having sex, and ooh, is it a ride? So yeah, that's what they did. He offered them. They took it. They had sex. That's what he said. He never said he forced himself on any of them. He never took a plea deal. He maintained his innocence. That's another reason. Plus, he wouldn't take any bullshit they offered him to get out of prison early. He'd stay in there for 10 years. And he didn't settle anything. It was his insurance company. So, bye. And yeah, Bill Cosby, thank God another innocent man's out of prison. Maybe, hopefully, Derek Chauvin will be released soon. Because he got railroaded in a kangaroo court. And I'm hoping this goes in front of either the U.S. Supreme Court or in front of the Supreme Court, and they release him based on the fact that this should never have been tried, on the fact the judge didn't move the venue, and the fact that the prosecution did not have evidence that he killed George Floyd. And three, they had somebody who was on the juror who lied to get on the jury to put Derek Chauvin in prison. He never stood a chance. They violated his rights to a fair trial. Fuck the judge. Fuck Keith Ellison. Fuck those goddamn jurors, because they should have absolutely not convicted him, because the prosecution never proved their goddamn case. And I'm going by the fucking evidence that was presented by that fucking lazy piece of shit, Keith Ellison. I'm going by the fact that they had nothing and the defense destroyed the prosecution's case. He had 98% oxygen level in his lungs. So much for the I can't breathe bullshit. But Bill Cosby's a free man. Good for him. I hope he fucking sues Hannibal Buress for lying about him. I hope he takes these bitches to court and fucking sues them for ruining his life and putting him in prison. I do. I hope he sues all 5 of those goddamn women who took that stand and lied about him during his trial, that put him in prison, because they should be sued and made to pay for trying to ruin this man's life. That's how you get back at women that lie about rape. You take them to court and you sue them and you make them pay financially. I hope he fucking sues the fucking city for letting this travesty go forward. He has a case against the city, against the prosecutor, and against the judge and those 5 women for lying during the trial, saying that he did it when they knew he didn't do it. So I hope Bill Cosby's, but I'm wishing him the best of luck on his getting his freedom back. And screw all of you that said he did it when you had nothing, because you joined the fucking stupid lying mob. Think for yourself. Quit falling for this shit. Read up on stuff. Don't just blindly believe people when they tell you, oh, no, he did it. Look for the evidence. Like the prosecutor did. He didn't find any. So yeah, Bill Cosby and his wife can go. Hopefully, people will leave this man alone. Let him get back to have his life back. And I'm glad that he has friends like Felicia Rashard who stood by him and defended him. and that his real fans have always had his back. And thank you, Razor Fist, for making that video. And watched your video, Sticks Hexen, also. Good video. Both of you made, yeah. But for others, think before you say stuff. That's all I'm saying. Bill Cosby didn't do it. Those women are liars. He's been vindicated. He is now a true free man, and he can move forward. And those women can all go to fucking hell. Real rape victims don't come forward because of this fucking shit. And all you in the media that paraded these women as some heroes can all eat shit. This is why you're the fake fucking news. This is why people aren't watching you anymore. Oh, there you go. Instead of actually covering real news like the fact that they're stopping sex traffickers and the fact that a fucking Democrat. Oh, yeah, you guys are not even covering real news. You're too busy bitching about Donald Trump instead of actually doing your goddamn jobs and really investigating these women. You would have found no evidence backed up their lying claims. But yeah, Bill Cosby, glad to see you're free. Hope you have a good time in your life. And yeah, this is, so have a great day. Hope you enjoy watching this video. And I'll talk to you later.